Yo!
What's going on, guys? It's time for another reaction video. I let Kevin take the lead on this one because he's been here before, right? It's not his first time reacting with me.
Second time.
And he's also been on my podcast previously. So a little bit of background on Kevin real quick. He is in a band called Gather the Corners. Kevin, you want to talk about that real quickly? Or?
Yeah, Gather the Corners. We are a two-piece band. I play a double neck 6-string guitar, 4-string bass. And then there's a drummer. Sometimes I sing. We're from Houston, Texas. We are going on tour. Just a little quick Texas run, playing down in Alamo, Texas, which is nowhere near San Antonio. It's in South Rio Grande Valley, then San Antonio, and Austin.
So if you guys want to check out Kevin's music, I will be putting his links in the description. I think you mentioned you're on Spotify, Apple, and was it Big Camp?
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, sorry.
Yeah. All the music listening to places. Yeah,
so if you guys want to check that out from Kevin, those links will be in the description. So as usual, I haven't told Kevin too much about Ren. I did mention to him that it is a recorded live, and it was done in just a handful of takes. I think they chose take 3 out of number 4. So you know the drill. Pause as often as needed. Do ask that if you do pause, hit that left arrow once so it goes back 5 seconds before we hit play again.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get into it.
One half of Ren and Stippy.
Yeah.
Well, this is creepy.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, aren't you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore.
Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath, it was a pendulum. eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
That was deep. That was very deep. I did not pause it once because
Just wanted the full experience.
it was just it kind of just kept
You're the first person I've
holding me
had
in.
that hasn't stopped it, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I felt it would almost be rude to stop it because
You don't want to interrupt it.
yeah, I mean, I'm just the kind of person when I'm watching something, I know this is probably a very unwatchable video. I'm like, why isn't he saying anything? But I mean, that was just really extremely entertaining. That was, I mean, a journey. That was like on par in some type of way with like Bohemian Rhapsody or something
Okay,
like
so
that.
I've said that before,
Yeah.
right? And like, it's that I don't compare the two in sense of like stylistic wise, but they're both very
Definitely.
long songs.
Yeah.
And at the time that Bohemian Rhapsody came out, it was like, what in the world is this? And it was like rock opera for the first time, and it was a very long story, right? If you really start digging in and paying attention to the lyrics in Bohemian Rhapsody, right? So, this is runs some parallels to that to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like. Okay, so first of all, using the multiple cameras, it really did project that image of like the angel and demon on one's shoulder.
Yeah.
But I know it wasn't really that. It was kind of more himself talking. I guess his id to his superego or whatever.
Exactly.
It's been a long time since I took psychology but yeah, that was incredible. I feel like he really touches on kind of like what goes in the mind of like musicians and like pretty much like maybe all creatives, not even creatives, but everybody. I guess a little bit about like imposter syndrome and stuff like that. It's
Questioning
Yeah,
yourself and your authenticity. And
yeah, exactly. Which is just overall, I think a healthy thing to have. I mean,
Yeah, because if you constantly think you're better than you are, then
Yeah,
you might be
exactly.
you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You might sell yourself short. But then if you're not confident enough, then you might not get the opportunities or get to do some of the things you
sure.
should really do. So you have to have that battle with yourself. So I'll give you a little bit of background on Ren. As far as I can track back on YouTube between the different bands and everything he's been associated with, he goes back about 12 to 15 years of creating music on YouTube. Some of his music's been more successful than others. Some of the band, like the Big Push, which is one we'll be getting to shortly, they've had a lot of success and they have a really good following. But I think this song in particular has put him on the map more than any others. And by that, I mean like internationally, because he already had a pretty strong following in the UK. But this song in particular is kind of what blew him up. He's got around 15 or 16 million views on this at this point, and it's been out for about 6 months, whereas most of the other music's probably under 10,000 views on a lot of it, and some of them might be 100,000, things like that, right? So this one's blowing up. It's not just blowing up on their own channel, but even across reaction channels. Lots of people are reacting to this, which is putting more and more people in front of Ren and more people seeing him. So that's one part of it. But I think, like you said, that it's not just limited to creators. I think at some point, anybody who's doing anything in their lives have that doubt of like, of that battle in their mind, Some of this song touches on aspects of like mental health. And I think that's another thing that connects with a lot of people. But his background in particular is that he was ill at a very young age.
Yeah, I heard him say he must have
Well, he was
some type of autoimmune.
yeah. So what happened is early on he got misdiagnosed,
Oh,
and in those misdiagnoses he was probably being prescribed medications, which messed with his psychosis, and eventually got to the point where he was properly diagnosed, and it turns out that he has Lyme disease. And so this song, along with a handful of the other videos that have been coming out recently, that I just learned this recently, is that a lot of them were pre-recorded while he went to Canada, and he's been getting treatment for the after effects of his Lyme disease. But he's still been releasing these tracks every couple of weeks, a month, whatever. There's new songs coming out. And I think his treatment may be coming to an end or be wrapping up in Canada, or he's taking intermittent breaks and he's coming back because he's working on some new videos right now that are supposed to be pretty big, and some of his most biggest ideas, I guess, per se, yet. So in regards to the guitar, I've had a lot of different things told to me in the comments. So a lot of the information I'm sharing with you is what I gather from the comments, because people comment quite a bit, and that's what helps me to learn more and more about Ren. I've been told that his parents were both music teachers, so he grew up in a musical household. And then some people said he went to Bath Uni, which I guess is like a music college.
yeah.
But then other people said that he didn't.
Way southwesting, like England.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but apparently he may not have finished it. I don't know. But he himself has said that his guitar, that some of the fine tuning of his skills of getting better, he learned by watching YouTube videos.
I imagine, yeah.
So yeah, he's just a super musically inclined individual. The song goes deeper than just the inner dialect. It's also about his music. It's also about his diagnosis and a lot of other things. But I
Yeah,
think
that was some.
the message connects on a lot of levels.
Does
for
he
lot
have
of
like
people.
a lot of songs like basically that are just kind of like this style, like very near 10 minutes long, and
They're not all this deep. The one we're gonna do after this one is called "Sick Boy," and it's kind of the follow up to this track.
okay, oh man,
And then I think after that one we have one from the Big Push. So his music with the Big Push, sometimes it's a mix of cover songs, and sometimes it's originals, right? But that's kind of why I want to take you down the Ren rabbit hole, because he's very versatile, right? And you're going to learn that as we start going through some of these tracks, that they're not all performance type pieces like this, but he does have a handful of them.
okay,
So you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. Let's do this.
All right. So hey, you guys watching, you kind of know the drill now. If you're watching my channel for a while, this is going to be the first of many. I don't know how many we'll get through today. Just depends on how much time Kevin can stick around and film today. But we're going to journey down the Ren rabbit hole. So following this video, if you're watching this right as it released, shortly thereafter or right at the end of this one, another one should be popping up for you to watch. And we're going to continue down that way until Kevin has to leave today. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the bell icon.